Back in here, one more reaction video, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I recently reacted to a video from a 2024 Washington Post survey that said the number one issue coming up in the election for young men was the economy, and the number one issue for young women was abortion. So I wanted to bring this video to the channel of Dr. Dolores Grier, and I'm sure a lot of y'all know this, but our grandmothers was not pro-abortion, especially not our great grandmothers. And true story, my mom was pregnant when she was 14 years old, and my grandma made her go full term with that baby, and my mama had that baby and put it up for adoption. So somewhere in this world right now, I got an older brother watching this, he could be watching this video, but my mom and my grandma chose to give him life and not take his life. So shout out to bro wherever you are in this world. With that being said, if this is your first time to the channel, get on in here, park the whip, take your shoes off, get comfortable. As I love to say, we are simply spirits encased in human flesh. That's all I promise. Trying to figure out this thing called life, not nearly as divided nor as demonic as the mainstream media and these social media algorithms try to make it seem every single day. And I think the whole point of life is to evolve. So if you dig what you hear in this video, share far and what?
First speaking to you as the president of the Black Catholics United Against Abortion, we do believe that more than anything else, abortion is racism. It is a way of pruning, if you will, the black population. In 1973, shortly after the civil rights struggle, when there were more benefits for the black people, all of a sudden we were given this free thing from the Society of America, abortion. 78% of your free abortion clinics were placed in black and urban areas for the purpose of something free of charge from a racist society. As to put it in words of one pro-abortionist, we don't need so many Negroes anymore. There's no more cotton to pick. So with these feelings about black people, this was one way of doing it as a social benefit, if you will. Oh. We're here to help you. Black women, and let it be stated, black women never demonstrated, demanded, or even requested the right to an abortion. We've been asking for the right to decent housing, the right to education, in fact, the right to health care. And all we've been given free of charge is the right to kill our unborn child.
That's crazy to hear.
We are still struggling for equal opportunity. If a black woman walks into a hospital and says she is in need of some sort of medical care, she would be turned away unless she has Medicaid or Blue Cross or or Medicare. But if she asks for an abortion, there are no questions. We will be glad to kill the baby in your womb. It is demeaning to the black woman because when you wanted us, in other words, when we were on the plantation, you snatched the newborn baby from my arms and sold it into slavery. Today, you cut it out of the womb and throw it in the garbage or use it for human experimentation. Let it be known that over 80% of black Americans are against abortion on demand. Let it be known that black women never requested, demanded, nor demonstrated for abortion. Yes, some black legislators believe that if white women have it, black women want it. They don't know black women.
Yo, this was deep on so many levels. So when you fast forward to where we are right now, they doing abortions at the Democrat National Convention. They really, you can go on social media and see women celebrate getting abortion. YNW Melly talks about it. Mom, I'm glad you didn't abort me. Mom, I'm glad you didn't take the plan B. Now your son a millionaire and providing for his family. And back then, 80% of black Americans were against abortion. I wonder what that number is now, truly. Because you got women being reckless with their body. You got these low vibrational men who running away from responsibility. And it's a combination for a storm, man. You cannot get away from the spiritual effects of aborting these babies. That is a blood sacrifice. I don't care what you're looking at. You cannot get away from the energy that you're putting out. When I was young, I was extremely reckless sexually, paying for abortions left and right. You want to know what happened? My first two children died. My first son died at birth. My second son died at 4.5 months. You don't get away from the negative things you're doing in this world. And I'm a man, so I can only imagine the consequences spiritually, mentally, and emotionally that these women are dealing with, sleeping with 45 different men and throwing babies away like it ain't no tomorrow. There's a lot of things that go on in this world that you cannot see. And once you done played in that fire, you learn to, I'm going to step back and I'm going to chill because I don't want to be reckless for myself like that. But the energy you throw at it has to spin the bend and come back to you. Proverbs 18:21, you can speak life or death. And like I said, my grandparents, they preached in that message of no sex before marriage. And I know we're not about to get society to go back into that covenant, but you do got to be protective and selective of who you share your energy with. Because the world make it seem like you could just be reckless, but why you think most women are on some type of antidepressants? And if you do look at the individuals who are flourishing in their older years, they celibate. Omarion, I saw on a podcast, has been celibate for the last 3 years. Lenny Kravitz said he's been celibate for the last 9. And if you're not going to be celibate, to make sure you're sharing your body with one person, and that one person is only sharing their body with you. Because you don't need to be sleeping with them, and they sleeping with them, and they sleeping with them. So technically, you sleeping with all of them. Man, look, I done been there, done that, and I've been able to break all them negative soul ties. And I'm just sharing that message with our youth. Because there's a lot of beautiful young ladies in this world that's been taught not to guard their body and not protect their body. And you don't need to share your body with nobody but a husband. No ring, no offspring. Every man that approaches you and tries to spit some game, if he ain't trying to be your husband, keep it moving. Because you want to be able to look at the man that you want to change your last name one day and be honest with him about what you've done and who you've given yourself to. And on the other side, for the young men, I got baby mamas. I've been on child support, all the negative stuff that come with being reckless with yourself sexually. You got to understand that you are valuable. You are special. You come from God. You come from the Creator. So you have the ability to create human life, or you can create anything you want in this world. So if you have to think super mega awesome big. And we got to stop moving from our lower chakras, our lower urges, and bring that energy up to our brain, man. Check out the concept of semen retention. Check out Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. He talks about sexual transmutation. Kevin Gates is really big on it. But you got to guard your life force, man. That's the message. If I could share to young men and young women, really, really, really protect your body, man. You are special. You are beautiful.
First speaking to you as
we're gonna run
the
this
president
back
of
for
the
the people
Black
in the
Catholics
back.
United Against Abortion, we do believe that more than anything else, abortion is racism. It is a way of pruning, if you will, the black population.
I want to pause the video right there, and I want you to comment down below. Do you agree or disagree that abortion is racism? And I want you to explain your answer, because no man is your friend, no man is your enemy, but everyone you could be your teacher if you allow them to be. So share your opinion, share your perspective.
In 1973, shortly after the civil rights struggle, when there were more benefits for the black people, all of a sudden we were given this free thing from the Society of America, abortion. 78% of your free abortion clinics were placed in black and urban areas.
Why do they have so many abortion clinics in urban areas, but they don't have any abortion clinics on the border? Just want to ask that question. Let me know your thoughts below.
For the purpose of something free of charge from a racist society. As to put it in words of one pro-abortionist, we don't need so many Negroes anymore. There's no more cotton to pick. So with these feelings about black people, this was one way of doing it as a social benefit, if you will. We're here to help you. Black women, and let it be stated, black women never demonstrated, demanded, or even requested the right to an abortion. We've been asking for the right to decent housing, the right to education, in fact, the right to health care. And all we've been given, free of charge, is the right to kill our unborn child. We are still struggling for equal opportunity. If a black woman walks into a hospital and says she is in need of some sort of medical care, she would be turned away unless she has Medicaid or Blue Cross or or Medicare. But if she asks for an abortion, there are no questions. We will be glad to kill the baby in your womb.
Dude, that was crazy. And it's easy to justify murder when you can't see your victim's face, right? And it ain't just black women in today's society, it's white women as well. And I got a bunch of theories on why I feel abortion is pushed on black society so much, but that's just my opinion. You hear a lot about organ harvesting. All I know is life is beautiful. And it took me losing a child. I got two sons buried a row apart from each other, 12 Gate Cemetery. And I would do anything to be able to see their little faces and talk to them and laugh at them again. And I know a lot of women who go through life, aborting a bunch of kids to get to a point in life where they can't have children. I have a good friend who we went to high school with, so she can't have kids. And, life is beautiful. And society teaches us to only care about the materialistic, the social media, the likes, the pictures, the cars, the trips to vacation. And the best things in life are free. If you got a mother, a father, a brother, a sister, to be able to hold a baby, to change a baby's diaper, to see a baby crawl for the first time, to walk for the first time, like all them things are super lit that no dollar amount can replace. And if we don't value each other, why do we expect any race of other people to value us? If we are throwing away black babies like no tomorrow, I think in New York it said there's more babies murdered than are actually born every year. If 51.5% of rappers are dying by homicide, and that's all the murderers about, I don't need white society to worry about black people at all. Like Pac said, they keep telling me it's the white man I should fear, but it's my own kind doing all the killing around here. So hurt people can hurt people, heal people can heal people, but it's time for us individually to change the way we treat each other, change the energy that we put out to the world, and one by one we can domino effect overcome the negativity. But if we being led by the media, that they gonna keep trying to destroy you, bro. It's really that simple. And so, one video at a time, one song at a time, one movie at a time, one poem at a time, we have the ability to change the art that our quote unquote community is consuming, because we can be the direct content creators. But if we let somebody else put out a representation of us, then we gonna be murderers and trappers and rappers and strippers, and y'all gonna be sexy red aborting y'all babies and all that. But and I know in the hood, don't nobody want their daughter to turn out to sexy red. Nobody. No man wants his son to turn out as a King Bond. Now you'll find some single ghetto mamas who think it's cute until that boy is dead and they on the news crying, holding up his high school picture. He was a good kid. He was about to go to college. Shout out. That nigga was a terrorist. And until we are honest about the trials and tribulation and the demons that are in our family, we gonna keep having those generational curses. We just need somebody to be honest. My mother and father had really bad domestic violence. I don't beat my wife. My father was a really bad alcoholic. I don't drink. My brother don't drink. Like, somebody has to step up and break the negative chains that's going on in their family, and it's gonna keep repeating themselves. Women not letting children see their fathers. Fathers not wanting to step up and raise their children. All of the negative stuff starts with us. Like Michael Jackson said, I'm starting with the man in the mirror. And there's a reason that if you look by 2050, it said the net worth of Black America will be zero. We have to get away from being materialistic and start thinking long term. And it is possible to do. Read the Weight of Wealth by Benjamin Franklin. I think that book was published like 1875 or something like that. You can read Up From Slavery by Booker T. Washington, The Miseducation of the Negro by Carter G. Woodson, The Message to the Black Man by Elijah Muhammad, The Autobiography of Malcolm X, Black Fortunes, a story of how the first 6 slaves escaped slavery and became millionaires. Like, it is a bunch of wisdom in these books. Manning Johnson, Color, Communism, and Common Sense. The Wealth Choice, I think The Wealth Choice is the Black version of Think and Grow Rich, where they interviewed all the Black millionaires and billionaires, and they talk about the 6 steps that they've took. The 50th Law of Power by 50 Cent and Robert Greene, man, there's a lot of knowledge in these books. And anything the mind can conceive and believe you can achieve. So if you can look on TV and see Jay-Z's a billionaire, Kanye's a billionaire, P. Diddy's a billionaire, 50 Cent's a billionaire. You can go all the way back. Madam C.J. Walker was a millionaire. Jack Johnson was a heavyweight champion in 1907, and he desegregated more brothels than any other man in history. What's stopping you from being great, bro? What's stopping you from being the next Huey P. Newton, W.E.B. Du Bois, Claude Bristol, Earl Nightingale? You got to understand, we all come from the creator, so we all have the power to create. But if society can make you feel like you ain't anything because you ain't got 100 million followers and you ain't got a blue check next to your name, then you ain't, man, get away from all that low vibration. You got a light inside of you. And if we in a dark room, you flick a lighter, everybody gonna gravitate to you because you the light. But if I walk in there with a flashlight, they gonna gravitate to me. What you understand is God gave every single one of us a light. And me shining mine just gives you the courage to shine yours as well. So shine your light, do your thing, and watch how God bless you. I love you all. Thanks for watching my art. I look forward to consuming your art. We outie, baby. Pray more, worry less. Too blessed to be stressed. Gang.